What's up? We made it for the first Kicking It of the year. That's right. Welcome to the show. That's right. We got Dan here. You've been here a couple times before. Welcome back. Watch.
Thanks for having me. We always love it.
You're welcome. It's always fun. I love meeting people, chatting people, talking about comics, art, whatever else we can throw into whatever an hour of stuff. That's right. That's right. So I see all the people over there have finally loaded up. Yay! We're testing out some stuff. So if you guys are joining us, it's all a little wonky. We're trying to figure things out on the fly as we go. But it's fine. Fine with me. I don't mind any of that. You know, that's right. I
You
see a
got
bunch of people. What's that?
so you've got the best audience anyway, so it'll be all right.
Well, listen, they know their buttholes. I know their buttholes. We love them dearly. This is right. And speaking of them, we have some in the chat. Listen, first of all, right there, that is the pinned link in YouTube as
Thank
well.
you.
That goes to your Kickstarter campaign right there, which you're trying to get funded. Also, we have GTK Comics. Oh, I'll shout you out every time because you are the number one dude in my chat every single time. Welcome on in here. That's right. Also, I'm going to highlight you too because you also have a YouTube channel. So go follow him. It will drop your link along the way as well. And we got Yevgeny in the chat. What's up, Yevgeny? Awesome Oderst. Let's see. We got Ken. Ken, I've been lurking in your streams. I see that you've finally been going live, and it's nice to see you. Also, I see John over there on the Instagrams. I'm waving because I'm trying to get like 9 different chats going at the moment. So if you see me waving, I also see Austin over there too. You're going all the places. So welcome on in, people.
You're streaming on MySpace right now.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, if I could stream on MySpace, I would find a way because MySpace is my preferred platform.
Yeah, it had all the freedom. You could put songs on it. You could HTML code your own page. You could do
I learned
anything.
how to code because of that site. Are you kidding me? I used to have the best. It's great. Listen, their instant messenger chat was probably the most superior chat of all times.
Mm-hmm.
You could slap people. You could send them smooches. Listen, it was the best. Like you could just go in wars, just doing both at the same time.
Oh yeah, and like the group chats were great. You could have entire forums in there. Like it was. We don't know what we had.
No, but okay. So I forget what it's called, but somebody, because they love that style of the platform, came out and redid MySpace. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So there's a website right now. I forget the name of it, but you could go and join this website, and it's legit, actual OG MySpace. And hang on one second. I got a question over on the Instagrams. No, it is not just only on the Instagrams. That right there is a link to the YouTube live. If you want to come and chat in here, because listen, I know you guys are over there. I know you guys are hanging, but if you guys want to go to the chat, to the YouTube chat, just click that, go over there. I will be dropping links all over places. Because listen, I'm just trying to get as many people watching this as possible. Because that's how you get more eyeballs, something, all that. That's how you get people joining things. That's right. But yeah, there we go. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go like this. Well, okay. So because I can see everybody over there, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Normally I torture people by making them the big,
Yeah.
But because it's over there on the Instagram and we can see side by side, I think I'm not going to do that because then it goes me tiny box, you giant box, all weird. So we're going to leave it in this format. So you're lucky. Listen, you're getting spared. You're lucky. That's right. Yes. Austin. Yeah. Here we go. The nice YouTube chat. Yes. Listen, don't worry. I saw you over there. It did not forsaken you over there. But yes, welcome on in, guys, to wherever you're watching this from. So here we go. There's Dan. Boom. You're not getting made big because we're perfectly. Look at this. You can see over there. We're centered. Nice. Whatever.
Perfectly balanced.
No, that works. Yes. Always a good conversation here. Yeah. Listen, we get into the nitty gritty. Who else is talking about MySpace? 2026. That's right. Exactly. But there you go. There's Dan. Dan, you've been here. This is probably, I think, your third time on here.
I think
but
so,
yes,
yeah.
Introduce the people. Let them know. Who are you? What do you do? Why are you here?
All right. I'm Dan Evans. I'm the co-creator of the Godfoe Universe with Josh Adams. He should be on closer to 8, I believe. I'm the writer. He's the artist. We co-own 50% everything. We make comic books, novels, short films, video games, name it. And it's all a shared universe. Currently, we have out these comic series. We have Apollyon 20XX. Yes. We have Biophile Kolga. They are in the same universe, about 1,000 years apart. And this month we're pushing Biophile Kolga #2 on Kickstarter.
Yeah. And once again, I have just dropped the links to all the places, so you can go check out that campaign right there. So if you're seeing this in chat, that is a link to the Kickstarter. You can go click it and go there. It is pinned to the YouTube chat. So yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So I think the last time you were on, you started doing YouTube stuff. So that's pretty cool. You're getting on there, doing some interview things, hanging, get some chats going around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we tried. I mean, we've got so many interests, comic books and beyond. We just needed a place to talk it out. Josh and I love going into deep dives with people. We've had a couple of indie comic guys on there. We've had non-comic guys on there. We usually just try to think of a topic we like, such as we're working on a bigger series right now about the D and remystification of the world, which should be probably like an 8-hour big roundtable thing that we're going to break into chunks, and we'd like to do that in person. Those are the kind of we really like those kind of big concepts and stuff. I mean, those are the things that inspire art. Those are the things that inspire manga in particular, and comics. And I think that's kind of a core thing with us. Is it seems like the modern world, a lot of the complaints people have about comics and media in general is because it's pulling from itself. Comics are pulling from comics. Movies are pulling from movies, when the greats, the things that really inspired those things, were inspired by other things. Like Jack Kirby was inspired by mythology and books and pulp, and that's just an example. But if you read, because Kpop, you like manga as well, of course.
I do, yes.
You can pick up a really great manga, and it will kind of spider web out to all these things you've never heard of before. And yeah, you learn new things from it.
It's so interesting to me because I have been reading manga since the late 80s. Okay. Yeah. I am super huge into Chinese fighting martial arts mangas right now. And okay, listen, Korean manhwas that go into Truck-san has come and sent some lady into a different dukedom, and now she is a villainess. That's what I am reading currently at the moment. Yes.
Well, it's. I think that's. I don't know. Like, we've all been in this kind of. Josh and I have been working on this universe for about 10 or so years, or forever, and but we've kind of gotten self-aware of looking at the environment. We are all there the past 5 to 8 years when the kind of commentary channels and things kind of came about, where people are complaining about things in media, and often rightfully so. But usually they don't know why there's a problem with it, and they're not making anything about it. And the only way to fight that, and to fight bad art and all of it in general, is to ingest such good art, usually older art, like you just said, like 80s, 90s, or even before. I mean, I've got Dostoevsky books over here.
Oh, nice.
And I think that's what you have to do. I think you have to ingest good things to make good things. And I think it's way better than just being reactive and putting out something for a quick buck or chasing trends. I think that's the way to make something short term, maybe make money short term, but that's not how you make art.
I think it is vital to just consume as much art, music as possible. Because seriously, you never know when you're going to read something, look at something, hear something, and it's going to inspire you to want to go create stuff. I say it all the time. Like, my favorite part of drawing is I'll put a movie on and just draw something to go along with it because it's fun. I love that. And dude, Akira inspired so many things, but also so did that 80s and 90s adult style manga. It is heavily influenced by in comics way back in the day. So yeah, it's insane. And we did have a good question over here. Where'd it go? Yes. Yevgeny wants to know, what is Kolga? Yes. All right. Get on this section.
Biophile Kolga is a story of a young woman who grew up under a regime controlled by God, a capital G, capital O, capital D, this being calling itself God. She is part of a group called the Biophiles, who realized that this God is not a God, that life existed before it, and that people existed before it, and that its intentions are going out all through the world, and it's basically controlling everything with its thoughts. And she leads not a rebellion, but she leads basically a subversive idea against it. Her and the people with her are able to implant a message within God itself that undermines it. And what she realizes is that not only does that free people from its control, it also causes extreme chaos. So this book, Biophile Kolga, picks up where she's lived her entire life and she's messed with forces beyond human understanding, and she has been returned to her youth, and she realizes the entire world is after her now. It's a very Victorian age feeling, kind of a Penny Dreadful magic system. Now, there's no magic in our universe, but the technology is so advanced by this time that it feels like magic. Kpop, you've read the first one. You think that's a pretty good descriptor?
I think it's pretty good description. I like it. I like that kind of like witchy, interesting things to me. So that was very much grabbed my attention. So yes, very exciting stuff.
Oh yeah, and we expand on that with this book with Kolga 2, which will be 100 pages, full color, manga sized.
Nice,
just like the first one. We explore the Witch of Or, which is a villain in the first one, and some of her background and some of Kolga's as well. And also with this book, everyone who backs this will get the Biophile Codex, Book 1, which is a series of Kolga's writings and her ideas from her youth and a lot of the history and philosophy of the world. It'll be about 100 pages. It's a novella. It might be a novel by the time I'm done with it, but that will be for free. And
that's cool.
Yeah, we're going to do one basically for every volume that comes out now. And
Nice.
It's not bragging, but we give people more than anyone else in indie comics. We really try to. Our last digital package for the catch-up tier of our universe was 5 gigs of digital download, which was about 800 pages of stuff for people to read. And on this one, if you are new to the world and you get the universe catch-up, it's going to be bigger than that, almost 1,000 pages of stuff for you guys to read.
Wow, that's cool. Let's see. We got more follow-up questions. Yes, this one is on Kickstarter, but I know you did Indiegogo before, and I think you might be jumping around other platforms as well. And he wants to know, how do you publish your story? Which publisher are you going through Kickstarter? Yeah, you are on Kickstarter right now, but you have been on other platforms before.
Yeah, the only reason we didn't do Indiegogo is because their changes made it so difficult because we're an LLC. They wanted all this information we just didn't have. It wanted updated letters from the government about our business that we're not big enough to get yet. We had to like put in a request and wait all this time, and we were launching, but we can't wait for this. So we did Kickstarter and Fund My Comic for this one.
Yeah. So I think listen, if you guys could take advantage of as many platforms as possible, go for it, because there's some people that stick only to those platforms. You never know when somebody else is going to reach out and find you guys. It's very interesting too, because I see a lot of digital only platforms have been popping up. You got like Global Comics, you have Tappa's, Webtoon's other one, you have the Comics One app that's popped up there, and I think it's really interesting to see like different countries, like which apps they kind of flock to. And I think it's awesome that if you just get as many people reading your stuff as possible, it's amazing. Let's see, another question from Benny. What does Kickstarter usually take as a fee?
I couldn't quote it off the top of my head. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No. We used it for our last one. We used it for our last one as well.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, because you jumped around a couple of the different stories. But if you go down into your, like when you go to set it up, it tells you all that the fee setup on Kickstarter. Like, so if you go and set a page up for you, you go look at that. It's broken down in there, and it tells you exactly their fees and everything. So yeah, if you want to check it out. Yeah, and I see more people popping in over there. Welcome on in, guys. But yeah, if you're going in here, we're gonna go check out your campaign page in a minute, anyways, because I want to get to that. So let's go do that. So let me find all this. Man, I gotta figure out where all these buttons are. It's been a hot minute. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, so I see you asking questions in there. But yeah, no, this is perfect. So if you guys are just coming in here and you guys don't even know anything about Kickstarter, let alone Biophile, and you guys want to know more information, listen. We might not know everything, but we sure have done this enough times that we could try to help you out. Here, we'll
figure it out somehow. We'll
Tiny Wood, yes. And I watched your trailer earlier. I think it's really awesome, and I will do it. I'm going to attempt to see how this works with my wired headphones. So if you guys can hear it, let me know, because I had hot issues the last 2 times I tried coming on here with my wired earbuds. It wouldn't let me in. So we are working wired stuff right now. So let me know if you guys can play this. I'll play the trailer in 1 second. And then we'll go down your page to check this out. So as you can see here, let me refresh this real quick, make sure this is correct. You're trying to get to the $1,000 goal, and you're at 595. So you're getting there. You're almost there, and you got to do this because your funding goal is Friday, January 30th. Okay, 8:59 a.m. Eastern time. So if you guys are here, if you're also from different countries, it might tell you different amounts there. It's just converting it based on whatever country that you're looking at it from. So if it's something different, that's what the problem is. But yeah, it's very cool. I like it. I've backed a godly amount of things on Kickstarter myself. I don't know if I still have my super backer thing, but I've backed, I don't know, close to 150 just comic things myself.
Goodness.
So. Yeah. We had to take a break from that. So
I don't blame
I ran
you.
out of space to put things. I also need to catch up on reading stuff. But yeah. So here's your campaign page. If you've never been to Kickstarter, this is what it looks like. And I'm going to attempt to play this. I'm going to go like this for a second. This and this. So before we get into this, I really, really enjoyed your the trailer. I think it's awesome.
Thank you. Josh made it. He used, I don't know, whatever AI engine he used, but it's his art. He plugged into it and used it for the promo. He's doing some interesting stuff with it. He's made some really cool kind of anime stuff with it that a lot of people haven't been able to do, because I think he doesn't just plug something in and say fix it. I don't know. He's an interesting guy. Josh has 100% control over our art, and I think he did a bang up job on it.
Yeah, very cool. All right, let's. Okay, first we're gonna do a little test. Can you hear that? I
cannot.
Okay, I'm gonna have to unplug that. Damn it, I don't know what it is about StreamYard. It just hates all my damn audio. So we're gonna do that for a hot second, but we're just gonna get through the trailer. It's 40 seconds, so it's awesome. We're gonna go through. Oh, yeah, that was really cool. I love the like 90s-ish anime vibes that you get from that. It's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah. We Josh is a huge fan, and myself, of that grit, and that's what he's put into his art as well. Like Apollyon 20XX, our first series, which takes place 1,000 years before this in the universe, is black and white. We kind of wanted that harsher kind of manga / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle vibe. Kolga has those bright nuclear kind of colors, and no one does colors like Josh. He does everything. He does the inking, the penciling, and the colors, everything, and the covers. And he just really wanted, especially this book, like Kolga 1 was already bright and brilliant. This one pushes the limits even more on it.
That's one thing that really grabs me about, first of all, the covers that you guys have, because look at, they're electric. You take advantage of like these purples, like these neons and blues and pinks and oranges and greens that just are so striking. And I love the colors. They're fantastic. I think it really makes something pop like that. And so the manga edition that you have for issue 1, which you're also doing for volume 2, I love the size of it. I think it's just the perfect size because I like it. It's on my shelf. I have it behind me on my shelf right there. Yes. Wait, here, let me make you big for like a hot second so we can actually see what you're showing here. Boop. Right. Can you see that? That dude, it doesn't really register, but the bright pink that is on that is just intense. It's amazing.
Josh is a fantastic artist.
Yeah.
And just really taking advantage of all that. I'm not going to go on a rant, but there's just a lot in comics that could be pushing the boundary that's not.
Yeah.
And part of it is the genre. And a lot of it is when you do cape comics, you kind of are limited to primary colors because that's what heroes wear. When you do Westerns, which are cool too, but you're stuck with those kind of colors. But when you branch out and you get into, pseudo horror or sci-fi and that kind of stuff, you can, I think the proper term, I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never done it. It's not shonen. What is it? Seinen type anime. That, those kind of colors and those kind of ideas, I think were the biggest inspirations for me. And I just love that whole thing. I love the grittiness of that kind of stuff.
Yes. And then let's see, I think I'll go down here, but here's the cover for issue 2. That's what I was talking about. Like the neon aspect that you guys do, especially Josh with this coloring, is just so neat. I love seeing all this. Let's see. Oh, I see Caleb. I see a bunch of people popping in over on the Instagram too. So welcome in, guys. Welcome on in. But yeah, the colors are just really grab me, and I love this kind of stuff because that's one of my things too. I really very much enjoy like the 60s and 70s. Oh, yep. Josh is in chat. Hold on, let's add Josh to this.
All right.
What's up, Josh?
Boo.
Boo, boo.
Welcome.
I did my
welcome
best.
on in.
Thanks.
It's the talented half.
The talented half, yes. So you guys are just joining us. Josh just joined us. He is the artist. You're just raving about your art and your coloring skills and your sick trailer that you made. So
well, thank you.
Perfect timing.
So there's no reason to repeat any of that.
No, not at all. Yes. So yeah, that's awesome. And yes, we got a sick. Yes, that's right. What's up, Joe? Yeah, exactly. Oh, you nailed it perfectly. But yes,
get down with the sickness.
Love your coloring. Yeah, like I was saying, the coloring is awesome. So good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, huge fan.
As much as like I tried to make the first one really vibrant, like this second volume, there's some pages that the colors are just so psychedelic and out of this world. Like I really tried to push the envelope on what I could pull off color wise. So I'm glad that you like it.
Yes, because I have been such a huge fan over the last couple of years of picking up like the DC, like the 60s and 70s DC. I don't think people realize the color scheme that you would had back then. You don't really see today in comics. Plus, you got the wackadoodle outfits and stuff, but the color scheme, there was so many oranges, browns, pinks, purples. It was like neat.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Very vibrant, especially books like Green Lantern Corps and stuff like that, where they were on all these different planets with different. You had the Yellow Lanterns and the Green Lanterns and all and the Red Lanterns and dude,
New Gods.
The New Gods and stuff, man. I'm telling you that era, modern comics, so many of them it's just boring, flat, unsaturated colors, or it's the weird pastel. It's always a sunset kind of colors.
Yeah.
So
it's really interesting
I
to
agree.
see, like the range of books, but like I like books that are kind of like the darker scheme of it, so you can break out through those colors because it kind of enhances the darkness that you got going on with all the stuff that's going on.
Well, like a lot of comics, like nowadays, the digital colors, they look like they always look like sunset to me. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just it doesn't really please the eye. The eye, as you said, Katie, it needs that darkness, that shade too, that contrast.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I always loved, and I talk about it every time I'm on any show. But I love the Barry Windsor Smith Weapon X run.
Oh yeah,
the colors are so like neon colors in that stuff. I love how much and it makes it so brutal. Like there's something very visceral about those kinds of colors if they're used correctly.
Yes, very cool. I love that. So yes, so there's
and
more of the
I have a irrational hatred against like unnecessary white space on comic pages, and like clearly like Josh does as well. It's like it's just if it's not needed, if it doesn't add something, especially like modern, like when I've gotten books, indie books and non-indie books, when I get them it feels like you kind of got cheated because you open it and there's just all this white space, and I don't know, there's something about it that just irks me. It's if you don't need, if it doesn't add to the color scheme, I don't know, add something cool, man. Give it some depth.
Dan's like, haven't we carved out enough space for the whites?
No.
Let's see. You got more people in here saying amazing artwork. We got Vic in chat. What's up? I mean, fantastic artwork. Yes, it's very interesting.
I appreciate it.
Love it. I also like I love that you guys go full dark along the edges too, because there's something interesting when you're reading a book. It's got like the white edges. And that to me like annoys my eyeballs. Like I like it where it's like full on piece of artwork. Yes. Yeah,
it's and there's a lot of pages obviously that we're not showing because we want people to see them in the book, but there's a whole section of the book, and this is an example from that portion where she is, I don't know how much Dan has talked about this, but she actually gets separated from Stu within the energy that Stu uses. So in a sense, she's trapped inside way, and that whole section is so like it's so psychedelic and surreal, and the colors are so wild and layered on top of each other, and textures, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, look at this eyeball. I like this. I love the skull and the ribcage that you got going on here. I like that you did the upside down because you don't normally see that.
Yeah, and I love she goes through this whole like crazy dream nightmare scape, finally gets to Stu, and he's just, oh hi. How you doing?
Yeah, if you're not familiar with our work, there's a talking flaming eyeball named Stu who named himself that because he learned what a name was, is that what people call you, and he wanted to be called Stupendous. And he's a lot of the comic relief until you realize he's a Lovecraftian Cthulhian horror of nightmares.
Yeah, he's an eldritch horror, but he has a Benny Hill sense of humor. He's hi, Mark.
Yeah, our magic system is it's an O with a slash through it. And there's a reason for that. It's basically if you pick up Apollyon 20XX and go through that, we're tying everything together. Like there's, I don't know, this, especially the codex that comes with this, which you guys are getting for free, 100 pages or more of lore and cool, interesting stuff. Like there's an entire philosophy and religion behind this. I'm telling you, man, like guys, we're giving you like pulp level of 30 years of stuff as quick as we can. Like that's what's missing in comics is the depth and the width and the breadth of lore, you know?
Yeah, and then here's issue 1 that you were showing this earlier, but like the pinks and purples and yellows that are on that are so striking. I love it. And I love like the witchy hands you got going on here. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of witchy weird stuff.
If you like the witchy stuff in volume 1, there's a lot more witchy stuff in volume 2. Like we get to see her all, like we only really met one witch in the first volume. We get to meet like whole coven, like her whole coven of witches that date back to the ancient history of their world. And they're all disturbed by what Kolga is doing and what the Witch of Or from the first book has really caused to happen. So like there's this whole rebellion among the witches about like, this power shouldn't be used this way. And you don't realize how much you're tearing the whole world apart by letting this happen and causing this to happen. So there's a lot of really wild, like crazy witch stuff and more to come.
Yeah, looking forward to that because listen, witchy things I love that, but also I think Stu is my favorite character of all time.
I love Stu as well
because he's so fun. Yeah.
There's a joke that I will tell this joke because we don't actually use it. We ended up not using it in the book; it just didn't work. But we loved the idea of it. It didn't work narratively, but it was funny to us. It's during the time when she is trapped inside of her mind. We're going to have Stu, because essentially in the book, Stu takes over her body for a short amount of time. He's actually not in control either in the actual narrative, but originally we had thought he would just kick her out of the body and take over for a while. And we were going to have it be that when she does finally get control of the body back, she realizes that has commissioned this gigantic painting of himself as this huge, perfect male physique with like a big blurred out crotch and all this stuff, but with a big eyeball for a head.
Oh,
like he was just gonna have all these paintings of himself, like a old romantic Fabio like book cover painting of himself.
Yeah. Let's see. And here's more of the interior pages that you had for the Apollyon, because I like that you also are kind of like going through different styles as well, depending on what timeline you guys are on. Because let me see if I can find where it actually shows one of the timelines on here. Do you have that?
I'm not sure of the time. We have it inside the book. I don't know if it's on the.
I can show it right here.
Yeah, here. Let me pull that up so you can talk about that a little bit, because I think it's interesting. Like you guys fully thought about 1,000-year history. Wait, hold on. Make you big.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Apollyon is the very first thing on that timeline is Apollyon 28X. That's sort of where our world, or the very near future, like the year 20 something.
Yeah,
that's where our world ends, and the world that comes after it is what we call the Godfoe Universe. So it begins with Apollyon and then keeps going. And Kolga you can see Biophile Kolga is
Yeah.
set way later in the time, like over 1,000 years later. The events of Apollyon are ancient history and almost lost to time by the time Kolga's alive. But all of that, the through lines of those connective tissues are all very, very important, and it's all very connected. It just, to her, that's almost a mythological era that she doesn't even, they may not even know that any of that existed.
Yeah, and people can read, the eras, the titles separately and still get complete stories, but the overarching like arc in general is pretty cool.
Very cool. Yeah, I like it.
And yeah,
take it.
We let Apollyon's black and white. It's very gritty, very reminiscent of Akira and other like apocalyptic manga stuff, Evangelion from the manga side of things.
Yeah.
And we like it to have, it's got that dark grittiness to it. Kolga is the direct opposite of that in terms of color and making it super vibrant and colorful and heavy metal.
Yeah. It's very interesting, the different contrasts that you have between the different series, which I think is pretty cool. I like it.
And then we also, I don't know if Dan mentioned it, but we have a novel coming out, hopefully in the very near, maybe this spring, or at the very least by summertime. We got a full prose novel coming out that's set at the end of our timeline with the Black Star series.
Nice.
So like we got a novel on the way as well.
Oh yeah.
Nice. I like that. Very
Video
cool.
game should be done this year.
Ooh.
It will be a Biophile Kolga one. I can send you a link to some of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever shown you that before.
I don't think I've ever seen that before. What kind of video game style you're going for?
It's going to be top down, kind of SNES, half bullet hell, half puzzle.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a shooter, but it has a lot of that because Stu is a mechanic. Like you use Stu the lantern both to shoot fireballs, but you also have a button that you can push that uses the eye to change the map. And when you use it, you can get through areas that were covered before. So the map itself changes when Stu is used, but it also introduces new enemies in those areas too. So you have to really work out where to go. And
that sounds fun. I like that.
It is. It's something that if you lose, like if you die, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but it's not hard like Dark Souls hard. It's hard like an old like Ninja Gaiden game would have been.
All right. Okay. I can get down with that.
We like to have it up. We usually, when we do a convention or something, we'll have it up at our table on a couple of TVs or screens with controllers so people can play. And it's always a lot of fun. We got people who sit there for 30, 40 minutes playing that game.
Yeah, and it's not to spurg out. It's just we are doing so much. It's just to let people know, like you are getting into a literal universe. We don't throw that around like, oh, we got 3 characters and they talk in a book. It's like, no, this is a whole thing, and we're going to be doing it for the rest of our lives.
Nice. I like that. I like that you guys thought this out fully, and you have different timelines, different series. Like you have a cool universe that you guys have thrown together here, and I like that you're incorporating the game in there. So I like it when people go beyond a paper into like different media, and I think that's amazing. I love it when people also will do like I know a lot of guys that will do a book. Let's say it's a horror book, but it's revolved around a band, and they'll do a full-on like playset for it. I think that's cool. I like the interactive kind of stuff like that. I think that's neat.
Well, and we hopefully will have like we're working on a few albums of music. They're like EPs that tie into our world. We're hoping to have a few like scripted audio dramas, basically like old-time radio set during the Biophile era. So there's a lot of things we're working on that are just tangential things to the world.
Very cool. I think that's awesome. I think you guys got a really cool base for something awesome because you've already how many books have you already released already?
3.
So we had 2 full volumes of Apollyon. Like the first one was 185 pages, something like that. Second one was 100 pages. We have a 100-page volume 1 of Kolga, and then Kolga 2 that's we're funding now. It's going to be another 100 pages.
There you go.
And then that's not counting
books.
Yeah. And those are the larger ones.
Yeah.
Right.
Kolga's more like manga size, digest size.
Yeah, the big ones are black and white, and the manga size one's color. We did the opposite of everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it works though because I myself kind of gravitating less towards the single issues and stuff and more towards like the trades or the manga form, I think, just because I can put them on my shelf easier and I can find them.
Well, we thought about it from that because we considered initially when we started this, we're like, are we going to do like single issues? Because we had mapped out Kolga as like 90 issues originally. And then when we came back, we started combining it and editing it down into a more cohesive story. And we like the idea of the Japanese manga model where you get a whole story arc in a volume.
Yep.
Because with so many indie comics, you'll have, and this isn't like to like throw shade at anybody, but a lot of guys will put out a 24-page book and they'll fit campaign and it'll take another year and a half before you actually get that 24-page book, if you ever get it. And then who knows when you'll get an issue 2. It might be 3 years before you get an issue 2. If you get one at all, then we figure like if we give people a whole story arc right now, that like the same way that manga releases over here, you get that whole arc in one volume. It's Netflix model, get the whole season. Like, we kind of tell a complete story with every volume. Also builds on the last and sets up the next one, but is a standalone adventure that you can read.
No, I think that's pretty awesome. I think that's dope. And Joe is saying you should do a stage play next.
Why not?
Dude, that would be awesome.
Do all the things.
Hey, Josh and his wife are both performers, singers. I'm a musician as well. We could do it.
That would have to be a huge budget.
What if they got a one-man play?
Let's see.
It's all shadow puppets.
Yeah, listen, a puppet theater. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Let's old school style puppetry. Let's go. It's fun time.
Literally, we've thought about doing art installations because we have so much. We have so much comic work. We have so much prose work. We have so much photography work, which is part of the Apollyon Apocrypha, the big digital stuff you guys get too. Like, and music and ideas. Like, we thought about doing art installations of this stuff and like tying it in with speeches or showing the short films and stuff. Like, I don't know. We could do it, man. I'm not trying to harp on it, but I am not trying to sell it so much. But it's like people don't realize what you're getting with this and what you are becoming a part of.
Even just the digital, like it's like an enormous download.
It is.
And the reality is, this is probably the last campaign that we'll be able to feasibly do a catch-up tier like this of the whole universe, just because it's reaching the point where shipping and stuff is almost it almost becomes too much to try to do those bundle deals. So like people, if they want to get in on the ground floor, this is probably the last elevator for the ground floor.
And like Joe 47771 said 1K is a modest goal. It's like, and the thing is, man, these are all done. Like our books are done before the campaign's over. So you should be getting it before March.
Nice.
And, what we try to do is keep it low cost. Like there's no, it's just Josh and I. We make everything. We don't have to pay anybody. We don't have to do.
We're not paying 3 cover artists and an inker and a letterer and a colorist and an editor, and like it's just me and Dan. And
what's up, Michael?
We're not paying ourselves.
Yeah.
We're building the brand. So everything we make, whatever profit we make, goes into the next thing. And we're also not buying these gigantic print runs. We're getting enough to cover the people who backed it and to have a backlog of it to sell at shows and conventions for right now. Like we're not ordering 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 copies of this book. We're ordering enough to have a stock and to sell and hopefully, and if we reach a point where we need to do a second run, we'll do another print run. We're at that point. We're very close to that point with Apollyon Volume 1. We're probably going to have to reprint that this year. And when we do, we're going to print it with a new cover to differentiate it from the first printing. So people that want that original printing, like the chances for that are starting to run out. But Yeah, it is a modest goal. We're also got I think, what is it, $500 goal that we're doing on Fund My Comic.
Okay, nice. I don't have. I'll post your link to your Fund My Comic after we're done on here, so that we can have that on it.
Yeah, because I know some people don't want anything to do with Kickstarter, and we've always done Indiegogo before, but Indiegogo sucks now. So.
Well, hopefully they get that all taken care of. Then you can also go back.
I hope so.
I know there's so many people that are like die hard for each platform, which is also interesting.
Yeah.
But I also see, which is weird, like if you have like a cover, depending on what platform you're on, like they'll go in back each one to get all the covers for just to have the whole thing, which is really interesting to see that.
It is. We're not big fans of that. Like we want people to be able to just get, I don't know. We don't want to take more money from people than is needed. And there's nothing wrong. It's just like, I just want people to, I like making it easy for people. There's the proper link.
All right, I'll grab that in a second. And then so say, what's up, Michael for Arlie Mega with the super chat. You had no idea I was back. Well, this is my second show of the stream. I did one Friday, and we'll be back regularly every Friday and Sunday.
That's right.
What's up, Michael?
Also saying some of your favorite indie comic dudes, no less. Oh,
yeah, we love Michael.
Yeah,
Michael's the best. He's awesome.
I see a bunch of people popping over there as well. He's kind, yes. He also had a successful campaign himself finally that he put out there. So
yeah. Michael's got the best style in indie comics.
Yeah, he has.
Nice.
The rest of us are all slobby looking and stuff, and he actually looks like he can make art.
He
looks like the lead singer of every awesome band.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. And here's your reward tiers right here too. We can go do that. You can do a catch up tier here for $30, which you're getting the new issue for volume 2, and then your issue for volume 1 for the Biophile. Nice.
That's right. 200 pages, $30.
Yeah, those are pretty big. You do pretty big volumes whenever you release something, which is cool to get lots of reading material. Yeah.
And that's not counting when we'll also send you, like if you back it physically, you'll get the digital copy automatically, and you'll get the book that's coming with a codex.
Yeah, the digital
codex book that's coming with everyone who purchases it, and that's free. We're just giving you that.
Wow, coming in here. Yes, nice and gruesome art. Yes, that's what we're
looking. Thank you.
Yes. Let's see. You got your digital copy here if you just want volume 2 for $10. That's a good deal. Listen, I like seeing that because I like seeing people get out there and get your digital stuff because shipping is dumb. Let me tell you.
Yeah, it is. It terrible. Is. I mean, I love physical media. I like having something in my hand, but I mean, especially for our people that are in like other countries and stuff, and like the shipping is so much. I mean, we'll ship it to you, but like it's a lot easier to just get the digital if shipping's going to be an issue for people.
Well, I myself have been picking up way more digital copies than I have physical stuff, just because one, I have no space to put things. 2, I'm getting old, and I can zoom in crap, and I can read it.
Yeah, it's bigger. it's big and high res, and I agree too.
Listen, you can get in there, but what I also like too is like usually when you get your digital copy, you get like behind the scenes stuff, you get like extra sketchy things, or you get like different things you won't actually see in a book. And that kind of stuff is my favorite kind of thing to read. So yeah, I like that. Let's see, and here's this one too. I also like that you're bringing the digital copies too with all your physical copies. So get in on that action. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you'll automatically get that.
Yeah, catch up tier for digital. Nice. And then here's the other series, which is in the same timeline of Universe, but like different.
Yeah, it's set at the very beginning of our Universe timeline. Again, you can read Kolga without this. You can read this without Kolga, but they do enrich each other.
Yep.
Whoa! So this is actually a really good deal. If you're just going to get the digital copies, like for $20, you're getting both the Polyon and the Biophile. All the books,
and you're getting the Apollyon Apocrypha, which is 3 or 4 big collections, which is a bunch of prose, photography, and other stuff. Nice. And you're getting the codex. You're getting about 500, 600 pages of extra stuff.
It's pretty good. Lau just said he pledged for the digital. Wow, thanks for backing, Lau.
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, welcome. Yes, good times. Very nice. Let's see, go down here. If you want the catch-up tier, this is the one you were talking about earlier, because these are heavy thick books.
Yep.
Yeah, this will almost certainly be the last time we can do that.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. So I like that. I like that you're keeping. It's interesting too because you're doing slightly different art styles for them, but I like that you're keeping them kind of like separate. So when you put them together, they look like the same series, like together. Like the Kolga looks series and the Polyol looks, but it's all part of the same like universe, which I think is
Yep.
neat.
Yep. And it
Very
looks
cool.
good on a table too.
It does.
It does. I have mine on my bookshelf back there, so yeah, they look really nice. Nice. Look at that. You have busted through the $600 line
thank
now.
you.
Let's go. Yay. Get you
And
more.
the Kill Your Thoughts poster at the bottom. If we reach 1,000, that'll be free to everybody.
Let me see. I go down here.
Yep, that's a
the one that's
very
sort of that. It looks like a giallo horror movie poster.
Oh, this
that one, yeah.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
one right
that'll
here.
be
that'll be a free mini poster for everybody.
Cool.
Or physical backers, of course.
I like this like neon-y, bluey, green thing
Thank you.
happening here. Very cool.
And that's a very important phrase in her universe. That's the phrase that her and her cohorts were able to implant into the spirit of God that breaks people out of the control of it temporarily.
Whoa.
kind of like wakes you up from the matrix, so
Yeah.
to speak. That
Nice.
silences the voice of God in your head.
Yep.
Very cool. I like that a lot. That's awesome. You know what I want to do? I want to play the trailer one more time because I think it's really cool. So I'm going to
Thank you.
unplug
Oh,
and
sure.
do this. So let me get the hell back up here and we'll do this because I really like it. I thought it's awesome. So I have to unplug so you're going to hear yourself because, man, I really
Gosh.
early play this. Boop, boop. All right, let's go. Let's watch this. Nice. That was dope.
Thank you.
Listen,
Hey.
it shows off the artwork. It shows off some dope scenes. And it just gets right to the point. Listen, things, weird, dumb stuff. Yeah.
It's
Ken.
a very visceral volume.
Yeah, it is.
It's
You
very
gotta like it.
visceral. It does still have a few moments of comedy here and there, but I would say this volume's darker than the first one just because she's Kolga and really everybody is having to deal with the consequences of things that if you when you poke the bear, eventually it pokes back.
Yep.
And when you tear down an existing power structure, it leaves a vacuum, and other things enter that vacuum that are worse than what you got rid of. So like it's a very heavy book in the sense of what the characters go through. And there's something about Kolga that if you read volume 1, you notice it in her sort of her dialogue that's running alongside the story, her journal that's running alongside it. A lot of times what Kolga says doesn't match what's really happening.
Or what she does.
Or the things that she does is not, doesn't match what she says her ideals are. And it really comes to the surface in volume 2, in her relationship towards June and some of these others. Like she claims to hate the things that were done to her and the way that the manipulations and the things that are happening, and yet she'll do that same stuff to everybody else. So like she's very complex as a character. I love exploring Kolga's mindset and her how aware of herself she is, and how unaware she is at the same time of like I'm the same monster I say I hate. Right? I'm trying to be that same thing and do all those same awful things to other people.
Yeah, and the story, like Apollyon, our stories are very much more read like manga than comics. They're big. They start. We just drop you
right in.
Yeah, we drop you into the world, and then the past and the future kind of come together as it goes. We're asking a lot of people. Kolga's probably going to be like 5 or 6 volumes. Apollyon's going to be 5, but these books will be done. They will be finished. they're already written. Like in our, like we've got it placed out. These are not your grandpa's indie comics. These are they're not even your grandpa's mainstream comics. Like these are books.
They're not cake books.
Yeah, and they're
not that there's anything wrong with them, but
it's just it's not.
They're getting gnarly. Yeah,
I appreciate it. It's just that we are telling complex stories here that are very cool. That I think that are characters that people can love for a long time.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. I very much want to see what happens with Stu and all the characters in it, because I like where it left off on issue 1 for Kolga.
Yeah.
I thought that was neat. Yeah.
Well, and we get to learn a little bit more about those characters too. We really start to hint a lot more about what Stu really is and where he came from. That's something that is heavily hinted at in this one. We also start revealing some stuff about June's past and who she is and why she's the way she is.
Nice.
That throws a lot of stuff into question for her, and that's building towards confrontation in volume 3 between her and Kolga. There's going to have to be a readdressing of some things between them. They're still on the same side in this book, but like June and her relationship it's subtly changed.
Very cool.
And you know, we like stories that show more than tell. But there's some details in this book that really start hinting at the larger world. And then if you also read that codex and get a better, because that's Kolga's world in her own words, like that'll really start exploring if you like the idea of like, I love lore, I want to know how this world works, I want to know how this magic system works, what are these things, what is she talking about, like that stuff that you can just dig into and really come away understanding her world better. But yeah, if you like Stu, if you like June, you'll definitely get more of them in this one. June really has some of the better fight scenes in our books. Kolga gets some awesome fight scenes, but like June fighting in her shadow, like ripping dudes' faces off, and like June's awesome.
Nice. Yes. Oh, I got a question for Josh. What are your best art styles?
Best in the sense of what I'm personally good at, or best in the sense of what I like? Let's
do both.
Let's do both. I would say in my own like personal style, I love faces, I love people, I love dynamic, emotional pictures of a character that like can show what she's feeling, what he's feeling. Some of my favorite pages across all the books we've done are the more emotional moments. Like I love in Apollyon chapter 2, there's a moment when our younger character, Maria, has like, she's basically surrounded by people that are trying to kill her, and she in self-defense, she basically wipes out a whole city by herself. And then there's just this frame of her holding her knees and weeping, and you like, I love when I can capture that emotion of the character. That's my favorite thing to do. I'm not as like some artists love to spend 1,000 hours on the backgrounds and stuff. My focus is almost always on character, on their faces, on their emotions, conveying what they're feeling and conveying action well. Nice. I would say between Kolga and Apollyon, I probably like Apollyon more because I do like that really gritty black and white style with lots of dark shadows. I like playing with light and dark a lot. As far as styles that I enjoy reading and looking at, I love character or artists that are more like Sam Keith, who do these really, artists like him, Daniel Warren Johnson, what's the dude I love? Sean Gordon Murphy, guys that have a very distinct, not necessarily realistic, but it's a very distinct style to them that it doesn't just look like anybody else. I really love looking at an artist that has sort of an exaggerated aesthetic to their work. I always like Simon Beasley's art for that reason. But like anybody that kind of can step over the line between just like I can't stand just a boring. Yeah, technically it's drawn well, but it's just lifeless.
Yep.
Like I'd rather it be like a little bit abstract and painterly and not follow the rules than to have it be just this boring flat thing. So I don't know if that answers the question or not, but
no, I get exactly what you're talking about. I can picture immediately several artists that go along in those styles that I like myself. The Biz.
Yeah, I love the abstraction. I love seeing something that's just splattery and breaks outside of the panels. That's why I always loved Todd McFarlane, because his layouts were never just this boring box. Like he always broke out of the panels, made it very three-dimensional and very dynamic. Same thing with Barry Windsor Smith. When you read like the Weapon X book, like the layouts on those pages are insane, and they're so cinematic. They don't follow any of the rules, and like I love artists that do that, and I try to do that myself as much as possible.
Yep.
Nice.
And I've actually got to run. I'm the tag team here I'm gonna tag Josh in. Katie, I greatly appreciate it, but my kids got the flu. I got to bounce.
Oh no, go take care of your kids, because we're probably not gonna be out much longer. It's after 8 now anyway. So you got to bounce, we'll bounce, so then we'll just end this in a bit. But I see more people popping on Instagram over there. For some reason, I'm having technical difficulties and I can't type anything else in the Instagram chat. Hey,
you said technically it's difficult.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much, Katie.
Have a good night. You're welcome. I blame Josh for this. When he popped in, that's when it stopped working. That's
my fault. I have that effect on everything.
No,
I pop in, everything stops working.
Let's see. We can talk a little bit more, and then I'll drop a couple links to you guys, and then I'm gonna find somebody else to go raid as well. What is happening here? Come on. Yeah, listen. When you gotta click buttons, things could go completely wrong with all of those. You know what?
So what you're saying is we can't trust you with the nuclear codes?
No, don't trust me with any button pushing, nothing. No, don't do that. All right, I found. I see Jason is live. We go raid him in a hot second. I'm gonna drop the links to you guys's all your stuff. I do have it down below too, plus your campaign page. Let's see. I got your Twitter stuff going, because this is what I had from the last time we were here. So I'm just gonna plop this down. You guys can go click away, follow the thingies. Go follow everybody. You also have your YouTube too. Yeah. Are you guys going to be going back to YouTube? Because I saw you guys were doing YouTube for a hot minute.
Yeah, for a while there, we were doing it just about every week. We had somebody on. Yeah. We definitely want to get back to that. It's just the holidays come, and now we're focused on the campaign, and you
got to take breaks.
Well, and it's one of those things where if you try to do all things at all times, you'll do none of them well. So, but we definitely are planning to get back into the YouTube. Excuse me. Nice. Particularly, we love having people on and getting into deeper conversations than just pitching a book or something. We've had some really interesting conversations on there about very esoteric things and philosophy and all kinds of stuff. So we want to get that going. We're also, like I said, hoping to have some scripted audio drama type podcast things up in the near future. We're trying to do a lot of cool stuff. We're actually, when this book once we get this book to the printers and this campaign is behind us, we're going to try to hit as many cons in the early part of the year as possible.
Yeah,
but
fun.
We're also kind of dropping back, and instead of immediately diving into the next Apollyon book, I want to take some time to work on some peripheral stuff that'll be really cool. That I just can't focus on while I'm doing a book. So we're gonna kind of back up, work sideways for a little bit, and then around summertime I'll get back to working on another book.
Nice. I like that. I like all that. So here's a link right here to your YouTube. Go follow them, so they're gonna get back to doing their YouTube stuff too. Also, reach out to them. Like, if you got a comic, you're gonna go chill, paint, whatever. Go.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on. We'll talk to anybody. We're not affiliated with any group, but like we'll talk to anybody. We don't have beef with anybody. as far as I know, nobody has beef with us. Like,
just go on
I
there.
don't understand.
Sometimes just ramble.
I don't understand that stuff. Like, so much of the Twitter scape just feels like middle school.
Listen, I don't care what group you're in, whatever. There's a lot of toddler drama that be happening. It don't matter where you're at. Listen, you could be in a hot dog chat. You could be in a roller skating chat. Listen, there's drama everywhere you go to. Listen, just ignore it. Do your thing.
We just don't engage in it. We just kind of let that stuff go. So I'm not having those conversations. I don't have time for that. But no, we're very excited about Volume 2 though, with the campaign. We're closing in on the end. Well, I mean, obviously, we're not where we would like to be with only, I think, 18 days left. I'd love to be a little further along, but hey, we moved the needle tonight at least a little bit.
You did. You got a background tonight, so that's good. You're in the 600 now, so you're getting close to the end.
Yeah, we're over we're over the slope, but we're going to deliver on time. We're going to give you more than you pay for. And we're going to continue doing this one way or the other. We're going to do this till we die.
Perfect.
We are committed.
Listen, you got to be. If you listen, you're working on this stuff. You're doing these things. You got to be out there hustling all day long. You got to have faith and love in the project that you're working on. So that passion resonates with the people that are watching you, seeing what you're talking about. So but thanks for hopping on.
How's Kate? Because I hadn't talked to you in a while.
I got sick for a hot minute, and then I took a break for like 2 months. So this is only my second stream since November.
That's fine. Listen, I understand. Had you had good holidays, good New Year, and all?
I spent most of it sleeping and chilling and playing Fortnite. That's all I wanted to do. So
heck yeah.
That's what you got.
I played a lot. I don't do any of the online gaming really, but I bought Ghost of Yote back in September, and dude, I've been
good. I haven't played that
so deep into that game. It's been so good. So that's been my nighttime obsession for the past month or so. But no, I'm glad you're back up and running. You're our favorite channel. You're great.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're warm and
love
sweet
doing
and awesome.
Chatting and just goofing off and talking to people.
Just hanging out.
Fun. Yeah, hang out, chill, whatever. So you guys were talking about the game earlier. How are people going to be able to access that eventually? Do you know yet?
So the way the game is structured, it's 10 different dungeons or levels. Mm-hmm. 9 of them are finished. So Dan's working on the last level or dungeon of the game. Okay. Once that's done, we're gonna kind of go through some beta testing, and we got a few friends that are really good at just breaking down the game, make sure that everything about it works the way we want it to work. There'll be some aesthetics polishing up to make it more in line with visually what we want it to look like. But hopefully by the end of the year, we can roll out our plan for distribution. Nice. I know we're going to try to have it available on Steam. We want to try to have it playable on as many consoles as possible, but deployment's one of those things we're going to need some outside help with. We got some people we can talk to about it, but ideally it will be available on really any platform. And we want to have it where people can just, if they go to the website, there you can just download it. If we're at a convention or something and we got the game set up, we want to have it where people can just click a QR code and download the game right there. So hopefully that's going to be by the end of this year. We'll have a more solid answer about that. But we're hoping it'll at least be available on Steam, but ideally on everything.
Start there and then branch out and do other physical things and other platforms that are on. But I think it's a good way to go because it sounds fun. Like the way you said
it's fun. It's really fun. I'm terrible at it, but I'm not good at those kind of games anyway. But it's the way he describes it to people, and I think it's always awesome, is it's got that sphincter tightening aspect. I'm like, oh my god!
A good bullet hell game will do that to you.
It hits that. Oh god! Mentality.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that.
Anytime a game can make you, Yeah, anytime that happens, you know you got something special.
Well,
But
we're gonna
yeah,
end it on
it's
stinker
cool.
tightening. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go raid Jason with that. But no, thanks for coming on, both you guys. And
Thanks for
we'll keep
having us.
sharing. I'll keep sharing this around, so hopefully more people go share it. If you see this, please go share it around so people can go check it out. But we're gonna get out of here. Thanks to you and to Dan for coming on here. We're gonna get out of here.
Thanks, Katie.
You're welcome. Let's end this. Let's do some waving.